Check, check, check. What's up, guys? All right. Check, check, check. Check, check, check. All right, guys. So let's see if we got audio now. Can you guys hear me? Got something. Oh, M Trunk can hear me. Woohoo! We did it, guys. We're getting there. All right. So this is my third live chat ever, and I'll tell you how it went. The first one was with my cam on my laptop, on my MacBook Pro, and the quality was not that good at all. So I was like, well, I need to get a better camera. So then I went to my Sony RX0, and my Sony RX0, the quality was great. Audio was great. Overheated after 20 minutes. So I was like, no. And then I was working with Rory on a bike. He's one of my followers, and he had me do all these overheating tests over the week. So I was able to get the Sony RX0 to record 4K video for over an hour. Well, no, it was like 49. It wasn't an hour. It was 49 minutes. But still, that was really, really good. So I was expecting to use my Sony RX0 on this live feed, but a couple days ago I got an iMac, so I rearranged my desk completely. So I decided I can probably fit my Lumix G7 on here. So now we're running the Lumix G7, but since I had a new computer, my OBS setup that I'd figured out wasn't completely working. So all right, so we got the audio fixed, and now you can hear me. So that's awesome. Sounds like my son just got home, so he might jump on here. But yeah, so now that we got people here and you can hear me talk, what do you guys want to talk about? If you weren't here in the beginning of my live stream, what I want to do with my channel, I've been overwhelmed by the small YouTuber community that I've been reaching out and subscribing to small YouTuber channels, and they've been subscribing to me, and I'm just overwhelmed at this community that, you know, we've all been kind of put in the same boat of like, I've been monetizing for 4 months, and all of a sudden I don't meet the requirements to monetize anymore. So now I'm like trying to scrounge around and get subscribers, and I've kind of taken focus off of what my channel's all about. But at the same time, guys, it's kind of rearranged what I want to do with this channel. So I've been a graphic designer for about 20 years, and currently I am a UX designer where I build application. I'm building an application, but but what I want to do, sorry, squirrel. But over the years, I've gathered a lot of skills in lighting and photography and videography and stuff like that. Oh, Gavin Gamer Boy, that's my son. Oh, you've been on all 3 of my live streams? Or this is your 3rd time as a YouTuber, M Trunk? I hope I'm saying that right. Or maybe it's MT Runk. I don't know. But so where my skills lie is, I've tried to buy all kinds of weird cameras, and I've tried to push them to the limits. And so what I want to do, since about half of my subscribers now are small YouTube channels that don't, you know, we don't all have the same interests anymore. Like before, the people that were on my channel You know, they liked my drone video, or they liked my video about a specific camera, or 360-degree videos. Um, oh, I'm sorry, M Trunk. That's not good. You keep getting kicked off my live feed. That stinks. We'll get this right, guys. We'll get it right. I've got to figure out this live streaming. You only get better if you keep doing it. So, but back to what I was talking about with this small YouTuber community, that you know, my focus is gonna. I'm still gonna do drone videos, and I'm still gonna do videos about cameras and stuff like that, things that I love, because that's the point for me. That's where I'm gonna have fun. But what I've been noticing, now that half of my subscribers are small YouTubers, um, that oh, M Trunk, this is your third time being kicked off of monetization. Well, that stinks, buddy. Everybody go subscribe to M Trunk, whether you're on this live chat or later. Everybody go subscribe to M Trunk, and you know, get him some views and some subscribing love. But what I want to do with this channel is I want to start showing the moms with the cooking channels, you know, teaching them how to have better lighting, or you know, maybe this $5 tripod would greatly increase their video quality, or maybe getting a little lapel mic off Amazon for $10. Hey, California greenhorn fisherman. That's a great name. Hope you're doing good today. And but yeah, so what do you guys want to talk about? We've been talking about so far about kind of small YouTube channels supporting each other, and how well my channel has been received in that community, and I've been subscribing and helping out other people just to get their numbers up. But I've actually started watching a bunch of videos of, you know, cooking channels and makeup channels, and you know, there's all these different. I watched a guy make a shelf out of wood earlier, and you know, there's just a whole bunch of really cool videos out there, and I could binge watch all of them, guys. I even like, you know, watching kids play video games, or you know, there's what's great about YouTube is you can put on this channel whatever you want to. Well, hi, California greenhorn fisherman. I appreciate your support, man, or woman. Well, you're a fisherman, so you're probably man, but I don't know. I don't do English. So, yeah. So, if you weren't here earlier, I had some technical difficulties where my audio wasn't working quite right, and it was because I got a new computer, so my whole setup is just off, and I didn't do any testing, but I've seen those items for a certain price. Videos get tons of views. Example, best tech under 15. Oh yeah, that's a great idea, James. I've done a couple of them, and I have a hard time saying the word best. So I know I've been in marketing for years, and you know, you want to say things to get people's attention, and you want to say things to, you know, to pull an audience in. But I struggle with lying. I really struggle with lying. I don't want to lie to anybody, and I don't want to be dishonest. And so whenever I say the word best, I feel bad, because then I have to start the video with, in my opinion, this is the best, which maybe that's okay. But best tech under $25, I think, is a great idea. And you know, I can spend 25 bucks a week. That's not a big deal to me, especially if it's going to be something that I want to use. Um, a lot of the a lot of videos that I have lined up are things that I purchased in the last couple weeks to make this live stream thing work. But so one of my videos is going to be a cam link. So for $100, you can plug your camera into your computer using an HDMI cable, and then so right now we've got my Panasonic Lumix G7 that does 4K video. Good tech under 25. Nice, James. There we go. It probably won't. That'll probably get half as many views though. but yeah. So I got this cam link. I got this backdrop. I got, you know, a couple things that I think, you know, some YouTubers that are sitting at their desk in their bedroom, you know, sometimes, you know, just a simple backdrop. Like right now, like if you guys could see my studio, and I might do a studio tour when I clean it. Like it's literally a 5x10 space that's in the front of my apartment. So it's not huge, so I can't. The simplest and the cheapest way to do a backdrop would be to go to a photography store and buy backdrop paper and tape it to a wall. So it's like $5 to $10 worth of backdrop paper, or even like butcher paper, or you know, any kind of paper that's big enough to just cover the screen. Like, let's see, so like that's hard to do. So I just need paper that big right back there, you know. But I ended up buying this backdrop for $100, and it kind of folds up like a floaty. So I can stash it somewhere, and then when I do these videos, I can pop it up real quick. But I wanted to do something in my apartment so that I could talk on the microphone and not do, you know, not have wind noise all the time. Because most of my videos starting out were on my lunch break. So I'm trying to figure out how to do the videos that I'm like when I talk and intro the video and outro the video. Those are in the studio with a quiet environment, without wind noise, with good lighting, and then the rest of it is just kind of B-roll. So, you know, if it's a video about me flying my drone, I'll go record my drone footage at lunchtime, and then when I get home, I'll make the intro and the outro and stuff like that. But so yeah, I just uploaded a video with Gavin Gamerboy in it. So the video quality is horrible, and I apologize, guys. I really, really want the Rilo 360-degree camera to work. It has so many good things in it, but I just can't get good video quality out of it yet, and I don't think I will. So I'm about to sell the Rilo and maybe try out the GoPro Fusion. But I love the form factor of the Rilo, and I love the app. The app is perfect. Truly perfect. The tracking is awesome. But everything else in the app I can do in Final Cut Pro, so I might just move on. But yeah, I need to get my screen back up. Here we go. So it looks like we got 4 people watching. Oh, we had 7 viewers at one time, guys. That's a record. I've arrived. Woohoo! 7 viewers. That's crazy. So good tech under $25 from James. Best tech. So if I did a James, if you're still on here, what kind of tech would you like to see for under $25? I'm trying to think of what would be good for under $25, and probably like speakers and microphones and stuff like that you can probably get. I believe my lapel mic was under $25. And it's awesome. I've used it for 6 months, and it's still rock solid. And what I love about it is it has like a 6 foot cable on it, so I can plug that into my camera and stand really far away from it, and it has an adapter to um, work with my iPhone. Well, it has an adapter for a headphone jack and microphone jack that you can use in your phone. Um, but let me know how the audio quality sounds, guys. Last couple live streams, I had this hissing that was really annoying, and I didn't like it. But yeah, so now I'm using my my Scarlett Studio mic, so I'm anxious to see what this sounds like. Um, One thing I would encourage you guys to do to get better at your channel, when I was a music major back in college, we used to have the mute test. And what we would do is we would videotape ourselves singing a song. And then we would put ourselves on mute. And then we would just watch ourselves without listening to it. Because as a singer, you focus on your voice. You don't always focus on your stage presence. So if you put yourself on mute, you kind of watch yourself. You see a whole nother gamut of things that are annoying that you do. So something that, the mute test would help is, if you're not used to looking at yourself, or you're not used to seeing yourself, the mute test really helps to not embarrass yourself, like not freeze on the camera like I just did. Another thing that's really vulnerable about doing a live stream and putting myself out there is I'm not scripted, and I can't edit out the times that I just think about things. So it's a vulnerable thing, guys, but I think it's key to growing my YouTube channel, and I think it's key to getting at the heart of what my community is. I have over 800 subscribers, and I have over 800 subscribers, and it's important for me to know what kind of videos they want to see. You can get cocky and say, well, they subscribed to me because I'm awesome. but yeah. Oh, cool. What's up, Casual Carolina? See, Casual Carolina Fishing right there. That is a person that I never would have met if this whole demonetization thing hadn't happened with YouTube. So what I've been doing is I've been going to smaller YouTube channels, and I've been looking for YouTubers that are under the 1,000 subscribers or close or just hit it, and I've been subscribing to their channels and watching their videos, and in turn a lot of them have subscribed back to me. And I don't feel like it's sub for sub. I know that's something that gets thrown around and is kind of frowned upon, because I don't want people subscribing to my channel that are just going to leave next month. I want it to be a quality social experience. But Casual Carolina Fishing just saw that I subscribed to them, and they got my back. So they're going to subscribe back to me, and so both of us are closer to our goal. I don't remember if Casual Carolina Fishing is past 1,000 or not. But come on, guys, it's awesome. So that's why I want to rethink what goes on my channel, and I'm still going to do the things that I'm doing. I'm still going to do drone videos and tech videos and reviews and stuff like that, because that's stuff that really I enjoy. But I'm also going to use my wisdom as a 42-year-old man that's been in the creative industry for over 20 years, to help um, these other small YouTube channels, up their game, have better quality video, have better audio, have better lighting. Um, what's the right gear for them? Casual Carolina fishing, a GoPro might be the best thing for casual Carolina fishing, so they can do some really cool videos of, um, fish hitting the hook and pulling it in on the net, and you don't want to have a camera that's not waterproof out on the boat with you, and you know little things like that. Um, Whereas there might be someone else that's doing a cooking channel that you know don't necessarily need a waterproof camera, but um, okay, it looks like um, casual Carolina fishing needs a lot of hours of view. So everybody needs to go over to Casual Carolina Fishing and check out his videos, and not just look at it for a minute, but watch the whole video a couple times and get his views up, get his minutes up. Um, Casual Carolina Fishing. I don't know how I got more hours. Like I've noticed there's an either or on YouTube. I found people that have no problem getting subscribers, but their total minutes is low. And then I'm on the opposite side of that fence. Like I've been growing subscribers slowly for the last 6 months. But the day that the day that this whole demonetization thing happened, I went to just see. I never paid attention to my minutes, um, but I just went in there to check, and I had already met the minutes. So maybe you guys need to have longer videos, because I think that's why I'm getting the watch minutes that I'm getting, is just because it takes me 15 minutes to get to the point. I talk all the time. I just keep talking and keep talking, and I've noticed, um, you know, like I watched a couple cooking channels the other day, and those videos were only about 3 minutes long. Um, you know, and I don't know, there's I do some testing videos, so like I did one of the total eclipse, and so um, so I had like a total eclipse video that lasted, the eclipse lasted about 10 minutes, so people watched that for a long time. Um, so so Casual Carolina, just keep it up, buddy. You'll get there. Um, you'll get there. I like you, Shawn. Have the time, not the buses. Yeah. So M Trunk, I'm in the same boat. So everybody subscribe to M Trunk and everybody subscribe to me. You guys are probably already subscribed to me since you're here. But yeah, we need to get those subs up. Pass some subbers my way, and I'll pass some subbers your way. Um, so Casual Carolina Fishing says it's my own fault. My videos were terrible. I only recently started using decent cameras and decent editing footage. Go look at my first video. It was bad. I think it was an unboxing of a camera that I got. And um, I actually had a pretty decent camera, but I tried, my lighting was all wrong, and um, I was trying to use this S log that I didn't understand, and I was trying to be all Instagram cool filter looking, which a lot of YouTubers are good at that, but I'm not good at that yet. But I just kind of looked jaundice, and it was all yellow, And part of my thing is I really don't have a good place to film. I've kind of built my studio out so that I really just have this much space to work in. Um, so I got a backdrop, so I covered up the mess that's behind the backdrop and that kind of stuff. But yeah, Casual Carolina, what I found, it really comes down to getting a rhythm and getting a system in place, a process. So what I did was, one of the first things that I did right was that I came up with a logo, and I came up with, these are things that I'm good at. I came up with a logo, and I spent $15 at Envato Marketplace, and I got a YouTube creators kit. And what that was it was like an intro animation and all these other little video bugs and stuff like that, transition screens and stuff. So all of that I had right. So basically, I built all those templates out, and I, put them on my laptop, and then I would go shoot footage on my lunch break. And right before I'd start going back to work, I'd get all the videos on my laptop, and I'd put them in place, and I'd start rendering them out. And then, halfway in the afternoon, I would take a 15-minute break, and I'd go into the break room at work, and I'd edit the video as fast as I could. And then I would upload it to YouTube privately, and then I would go home and I would type out the descriptions and stuff like that. But to me, it really comes down to, and I haven't even started writing a script. I don't know that I will. I feel like my videos are more kind of for the everyday person. So I don't know that I need like a professional script. I might. I'm always trying to improve myself, so it might get to that point. But yeah, Casual Carolina. Anything that I can do to help you? Any questions you have, or any videos you want me to do on, video equipment or anything like that? I think it would be. I don't know if you have. I'm gonna go back and check out more of your channel after this, but it takes me all night to render all the 4K footage from both cameras after a fishing trip. I hear that, man. The thing is, like, just get it on your computer as fast as you can, and then just go take a break and wait for it to get back. Something else I don't know what you use, Casual. Do you use Final Cut Pro or iMovie, or how do you make your movies? I know with one of my first issues is I had my preview video really high, so my computer spent all this time rendering a preview video that I never was going to use. But yeah, editing is a good time, guys. It's a real good time. I actually really enjoy editing, but right now I have too many irons in the fire, so I really need to step back. Just started dabbling in making thumbnails. I do need a decent logo. Filmora. Oh, Filmora is the program you use? I'm not familiar with Filmora. I'll check that out. Is that on a PC or a Mac? Decent logo is, and it's hard to talk about logo design from a simple standpoint, just because I've been in the industry for 20 years. So it's hard for me to know what's simple now, because things that are simple to me might not be simple to everybody. But I'll try to do a logo video. and just kind of the simple. Maybe I'll do like a 5 easy steps to an awesome logo, because I feel like that's something that I could definitely do, that I definitely have a lot of wisdom in. Um, all right, Carolina uses Filmora. It's on a PC, and they have a free trial. Um, cool. That's awesome. I was talking about this earlier. If you guys have, now I got my son a Surface, and I had a hard time finding video software for him that was cheap. Um, so I ended up just selling his Surface, and I got him a Mac so he could use all of my software. But if you guys have a phone or a tablet, um, especially like iOS, like the iMovie on iOS is $5, and I think you could run a pretty awesome channel off of just using iMovie on your tablet, on your iPad or something like that. Um, but yeah, and even like YouTube has its own video editor. Um, but oh, cool. So see, Casual Carolina bought a lifetime license to software. That's awesome. I think because I use AutoPano Pro to stitch 360-degree photos, like to stitch a bunch of photos together into one 360-degree photo. And I bought that thing like 10 years ago, and it just keeps updating. Why don't, well, I know why they don't, but it would be awesome if companies would still do that. Whenever Adobe came out um, with their cloud service, um, I thought that was awesome because it was like $20 a month, or I think I spend $30 a month now for everything Adobe has. I was like, that's awesome. Um, but it's not even yours. You're just renting it, and as soon as you stop paying it, you stop having access to it. So that's frustrating. That's why I like Final Cut Pro. Final Cut Pro I bought maybe 3 years ago. Cut Pro X, and it just keeps getting better. Like they just added a whole bunch of 360-degree functionality, and so did Adobe Premiere. But Adobe Premiere costs money every month, so of course it's going to get better. But Apple doesn't have to make their stuff better. They just make their stuff better. So I think that's awesome. I'm excited to go check out Casual Carolina's fishing trips. I'm going to check those videos out. I got into watching fishing videos several years back, kind of when I got my first GoPro, and I'm kind of into do-it-yourself mods, and getting some quarter 20 bolts at the hardware store, and epoxying them onto a suction cup, and making those kind of weird mounts. But for a while I really got into fishing videos for the GoPro, and there was one video where a guy, he made this fishing net mount, and so he attached the GoPro with a piece of wood and some a clamp onto the end of his fishing net, and then when he would stick the net down in the water to get the fish, to help pull the fish out of the water that was on the hook, had this really cool perspective. And there's a guy made he put a GoPro in the water and then attached a hook to it, and then put fishing bait on it, and then so you see the fish take the bait, and then he yanks it up, and I thought that was pretty awesome. And then there's another one. It's my favorite video, and I still watch it all the time. And it's a crab basket, basically what it is, it's this basket that you put a bunch of bait in the middle of it, and when you lower it down um, to the bottom of the ocean, to the ocean floor, the sea floor, whatever, the edges of the basket, they come down, and Carolina, are you talking about the mount for the fishing net, or the I'll send you a bunch of links after this video, Casual. Um, yeah, I can find them pretty quick. But what the crab basket did was the edges of the basket would fall down, and then um, and then all the crabs smell that bait and they go grab that bait. But what's crazy is, so it's really hard to see through ocean water, right? So you can only see probably about 5 feet away from that basket, but all of a sudden you have one crab, then you have another crab, and then you look on in the distance and there's like hundreds of crabs going for that bait. And once the crabs try to get that bait, then they pull up on the basket, and the sides of the basket come up around the crabs, and they catch the crabs. Yeah, I'll Carolina, I'll find that fishing net video. It was cool. There's a couple other videos, like there was one, I don't know if you have a motorized boat or if you're on a canoe, or like a rowboat or something like that, but there was one where a guy, he mounted a GoPro to his oar, and so he's sitting there like going through the water, and just really cool shots like that. And I think, like, to up the quality of your video, I'm starting to learn that B-roll is key. Like, it's one thing for me to sit in front of a camera and talk for 10 minutes, but it's another thing for me to show me using the equipment that I'm talking about, or show the footage that came from the camera that I'm talking about, stuff like that. And it's really important. At first I would do the talking and then I'd do the footage at the end, but taking the footage and kind of like putting it in the middle of the video kind of breaks up and kind of draws the audience in a little bit more. Oh, you're on a kayak? That is awesome. You can put a GoPro anywhere on that thing. That's really cool. I think a cool shot, I don't know if you do this or not, but like when you flip your kayak over and then you have to flip it back over. Now, are you strapped into the kayak, or is it one of those kayaks you just sit in? All right, M Trunk. Peace out, man. Thanks for hanging out. Everybody go check out M Trunk's videos and go subscribe to him. Yeah. Casual, you said that you had a couple cameras. It might be a good idea to have one camera for you and then another camera as just like B-roll. I watch iJustine a lot, and she does a lot of Apple videos, and she basically just has every piece of technology that I want. And she always says, capture everything. It's a whole lot easier to. Oh yeah. Well, if that's your experience, Casual, don't flip over. It's bad. I have a funny story about that. We were when I was in high school. Um, oh, hey, how do you make that highlight? Oh, are you talking about your name when Casual talked to you, M Trunk? I think if you hit is it the plus sign or the at sign, and you start typing in their username, then it shows up. Then you can select it, just like on Facebook if you start typing someone's name. Um, but I don't see your name highlighted, M Trunk. I think you're the only person that sees your name highlighted. But I've noticed on a couple live chats that whenever someone talks back to me, it's been highlighted for me. Um, but okay, back to my story, casual. Um, the When I was in high school, I live in Nashville, Tennessee, and so we have the Ocoee, um, which is just a couple hours away, maybe 3 hours away, and so that's where we would always go whitewater rafting. And we went whitewater rafting one time, and this kayaker, um, like went right in front of our raft. And then our raft went um, over the kayaker, and he popped out on the other side, and that scared the mess out of me because I thought we killed the guy. Like we ran over a guy with our raft, and like kayak is smooth and hard, but I thought the raft was gonna like wrap around his face and suffocate him and stuff. So I didn't like that experience. But yeah, so this has been a pretty good live chat. We've had some conversations going on in here. It's pretty cool. Um, so we're gonna go for another 10 minutes, and then we're gonna sign off. Chris the Butcher and friends. Hello to all my fellow small channels out there. What's up, buddy? Welcome to the live feed. Um, Something we've been talking about is for the small YouTubers that are starting to follow my channel. I'm gonna start putting out videos on how to, you know, to do the whole YouTube thing, to make your video and your lighting better and all that kind of stuff. Um, so yeah, Chris the Butcher, do you have any questions for me on how to make your videos better? I don't know that I can't remember what I've looked at a lot of videos in the last couple of weeks, especially the other channels that I've recently subscribed to. But is there anything that you need help on or would like to do better? Sure thing, M Trump. Peace out, buddy. Um, yeah, is there anything that you'd like for me to do in my upcoming weeks? Um, whether it's show you what my camera can do, or what to look for in a camera, or lighting, or um, are you a butcher? Do you butcher meat, or is your last name Butcher? Um, I've watched a lot of videos lately of like barbecuing channels and um, how to smoke meat and stuff like that. So if you can teach me how to cook meat, that'd be awesome. But Chris the Butcher and friends, what is your channel about? This is your chance to tell us what your channel is about. Now I know there's only 4 viewers on this live stream right now, but I'm going to leave the live stream up so people. The live stream from last Sunday got 69 views over the week, so people are going to be watching this at a later date. So yeah, if you have any questions for me or want to shout out your channel, I'll shout out your channel one more time. Chris the Butcher and friends um, is here. Casual Carolina Fishing is here. Casual Carolina Fishing has taken over the live stream. Glad he's here, or she. And then M Trunk 85 has been participating. All right, Casual Carolina Fishing is going to head out. So oh, sweet. Casual Carolina, Casual Carolina is looking at a drone. I would, if you can afford it, I would definitely look into the DJI Mavic Air. Um, I don't know about launching it from your kayak. That'd be kind of dangerous, but it has a good has amazing active tracking. I've actually tested that out, and I'm about to put up some videos about it. But the APAS, but I think even just putting the drone up in the air, and having it track you while you know, get in your kayak and you go around, maybe just, get a little 5-minute clip of you fishing or something like that. That would be really cool. But yeah, and the spark would be fun too. But you have a better chance of losing the spark if you're in the middle of a lake or something like that. So we're at 54 minutes. We're at 55 minutes, so we're gonna hang out for 5 more minutes, and then I'm gonna go out and fly my Mavic Air. So, so yeah, is there anything, Chris the Butcher, you want to say anything? Something else they say in broadcasts is to never have dead air. But with these live streams, I feel like I'm just talking about stuff, which is good. It's what live stream's all about. But I would much rather talk. Like, we've had a pretty good conversation with Casual Carolina Fishing. I mean, those are the kind of things that I want to do with this live stream. Guys, if you're not live streaming, live stream. It's really fun. It's not fun when nobody shows up. I'll be honest. That's the struggle. But once people show up to your live feed, it's pretty exciting. I got to have conversations with a couple people today that I never would have had conversations with if I hadn't done this live stream. I've subscribed to a lot of people, and a lot of people have subscribed to me. And I can't talk to 815 people all the time. So these live streams are kind of a concentrated conversation with, with some of the people that followed your channel, whether you followed your channel because you wanted to, or you're just trying to meet the monetization threshold. Either way, still pretty cool. And I'm really looking forward to looking at Casual Carolina's page and Chris the Butcher's page and M Trunk's page. So I'll probably spend the next 45 minutes after this live chat just looking at their stuff, which is going to get their view hours up, and it's going to, have people take notice. So looks like I'm down to 2 viewers. So I think we're gonna call it a day, guys. So thank you for watching my live feed. I believe that you can do anything you put your mind to. So do what makes you happy. Do what makes you free. And peace out, guys. Catch you on the next video.